Well, if you've been at this game for a while, you'll know that an outer shipping carton with a number on it is probably a Diecast Masters model. And it's enough to make you rip the tape off to see what's inside. The model number starts 71, so we know it's one of the Transport series. And straight away we can see that this is a Western Star 4700 SF concrete mixer. And if you want some details of the real truck, they are helpfully printed on the back. The interesting box style involves sticking your finger in a hole and then pulling the box out from inside its sleeve. As usual for Diecast Masters, a small booklet is enclosed, and this one is the 2019 edition of the Transport series brochure. After that we can pull off the plastic former, and that actually contains a few small parts that we'll see shortly. In goes the giant hand grab, and it pulls out the model. The parts include a chute and 2 exhaust pipes, which are the same. Before we start, just a reminder that you can see a lot more about models on the Cranes Etc. website, and the link to it is in the video description below. Also, if you want to know where you can buy scale models, then you can click on links on the website, including those in the shopping mall. And listed here are dealers that sell models in countries across the world. For the assembly, we add on the exhaust pipe extension, and that just pushes in. And we also add on the extension chute, and that just clips on. Starting underneath, there is quite a lot of detail. It starts with the engine and gearbox, and various tanks are modelled. The main transmission drive shaft is there, and a lot of the parts on the chassis are in fact plastic. There are different tyres on the front and rear axles. The roof of the cab looks good because there are air horns and lights. And the plastic mirrors also have indicators marked on them. The front grille is very good and it includes a Western Star badge. And there's a large chrome bumper and nice looking lights and wheels. There is a grab rail by the side of the door and other nice looking chrome work. And the steps up into the cab are textured. Behind the cab, the motor for the drum is modelled. The mixer drum isn't modelled after any particular make, and it is nicely decorated with the Western Star graphics, but it is an all-plastic part. So is the big tank below it, which does have a plastic look. And the plastic content on the model is quite high, and that includes the chute, platform and access ladder. The chutes are also made of plastic. At the back, the lights are painted, and a nice touch are the soft mud flaps. Back we go underneath the truck mixer, and the rear axles spin freely. But the steering angle at the front really is quite limited. Out on the Cranes Etc. superhighway, and the Western Star goes well in a straight line. But it's best not to try and go too far off the beaten track because the steering is limited. Even though the drum is plastic, it does spin extremely well, and it's certainly enough to make the concrete go dizzy. We move on up to the front, and there is a tilting hood, and that gives us a good look at the engine that's underneath, and it's made up of a number of different parts. The hood doesn't slam shut, so it's not likely to cut your finger off. At the back, the chute rotates from side to side, and you can also fold down the extension chute. But wait, there's more. And that's because there's a further extension chute carried on the side of the truck. It is clipped in place, but you can remove it, and then you can clip it on to produce an even longer chute. This is a good looking mixer truck model from Diecast Masters, although it should be noted it does have a high plastic content, and if you prefer metal, one of Diecast Masters' McNeilus trucks is better. But overall there's some nice details here with some decent functionality, and overall it is rated as good.